Welcome to OptinexTech. In this video, we will build reusable dynamic tabs component in React. This component allows you to create tabbed interfaces with custom styling and functionality. Let's dive in. First, we have to create a tabs folder inside the components directory. Inside this folder, we've added two files, index.js for our component logic and tabs.css for the component styling. This structure helps keep our code organized and maintainable. Moving to index.js, we begin by importing useState and useEffect hooks. We also import the CSS file for styling our tabs component. Then, we define our tabs component. It accepts several props: tabs for the tab details, default active index to set the initially active tab, on tab change as a callback for when the tab changes, and custom styles for applying custom styles. Then, we initialize two pieces of state: active index to track the currently active tab and loaded tabs to keep track of which tabs have been loaded. We use the useEffect hook to update the loaded tab state whenever the active index changes. This ensures that new tabs are loaded only when they are activated. The handle tab click function updates the active index when a tab is clicked and triggers the on tab change callback if provided. We start by returning a div element with the class name tabs container. This acts as the main container for our tabs. We apply any custom styles passed via the custom_styles.container property. Inside the main container, we have another div with the class name tabs header. This section holds the tab headers, and we can also apply custom styles via custom_styles.header. We use the map function to iterate over the tabs array and render each tab. Each tab is represented by a div with the class name tab item. We dynamically add the active class to the currently active tab using the condition index == to active index. We also handle click events to switch tabs using handle tab click index and apply custom styles for the active tab through custom_styles.activeTab. Inside each tab div, we conditionally render an icon if the tab.icon property is provided. This icon is displayed within a span with the class name tab icon. We then display the tab's label, which is the text content of the tab. Below the tab headers, we have a div with the class name tabs content. This section displays the content of the currently active tab. We check if the active index is included in the loaded tabs array to ensure the content is rendered only for tabs that have been loaded. We export the tabs component so it can be used in other parts of our application. First, we define the tabs container class. This will wrap our entire tabs component. We set the width to 100%, with a maximum width of 800 pixels, and center it using margin 20 pixels auto. Next, we style the tabs header, which contains the individual tab items. We are making it a flexible horizontal container with a border at the bottom. If there are too many tabs, we enable horizontal scrolling with overflow X, auto, and prevent line breaks by using white space, NORWRAP. Now, we style the tab item. Each tab will have padding, a pointer cursor, and a smooth transition for the background and text colors. We also make the active tab stand out by applying bold text, a blue background, white text, and a thick white border at the bottom. To make the design more interactive, we add a hover effect to the tab item. When a user hovers over a tab, the background changes to light gray. If a tab has an icon, we style it with the tab icon class. This simply adds a small margin to the right and sets the icon size to 16 pixels. Next, we style the tab's content, where the content for each tab will appear. It has padding for readability, a border around it, and background color to white. Lastly, for smaller screens, we stack the tabs vertically by setting the flex direction to column inside the tab's header. We start by importing the tabs component from our components folder. Next, we define the tabs data array, which contains the information for each tab. Each tab has properties like label, content, icon. For example, we define 3 tabs: home, profile, and settings, each with their own content and icons. Now, we render the tabs component passing several props including tabs, default active index, on tab change, and custom styles. The tabs prop is our tabs data array. The default active index is set to 0 to display the first tab by default, and the on-tab change logs the active tab index whenever the user switches tabs. We also use custom styles to pass specific styles for the active tab and the tabs header. Now our development is done. Let's test demo in browser. Here's a quick demo of the dynamic tabs component in action. At the top, we have 3 tabs: Home, Profile, and Settings. Clicking a tab changes the content below and highlights the active tab with a blue background and white text. The component loads content dynamically as tabs are clicked, improving performance. It's also responsive, stacking tabs vertically on smaller screens. The styling and functionality are fully customizable, making this component highly flexible for various use cases. And that's a wrap. We now have our fully customized dynamic reusable tabs component in React. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay tuned for upcoming videos.